You are listening to an update from Washington with the Congressman from Alabama's 1st Congressional District, Bradley Byrne. Now from our nation's capital, Congressman Byrne.
Well, welcome into this week's edition of an update from Washington. This is Seth Morrow, joined with Congressman Bradley Byrne. Congressman, I understand that recently you held a seniors town hall and resource fair in Mobile County. Why was that event important?
Well, there are a lot of different things that are available, whether it's government or through private organizations, for our seniors. But it's kind of hard to figure out exactly what it all is and how you can access it. And so we thought by bringing everybody together and then also having a town hall where seniors that would come to that event would be able to ask me questions about whatever issues are on their mind, that would be a good thing for the seniors in my district. So we did that. We did one similar to that last year in Baldwin County. This year's was in Mobile County. We had a great turnout, had some good questions, and I was happy to be able to provide information to the seniors in my district because they deserve it.
So what issues are most important to some of our nation's seniors?
Well, seniors, just like anybody else, they have lots of important issues on their minds, whether it's national defense or veterans or immigration issues. But, of course, Social Security and Medicare are forefront for them because they paid into those programs over the years. They're largely dependent upon them for their income and for their health care. And so making sure that we're doing right by our seniors in those programs is very important to them. And I'm happy to be able to answer their questions and then give them the comfort they need to get that those programs are going to be there for them.
And I know that is a top question you get all the time is how can we ensure that Social Security and Medicare continue not only for the current seniors but also for the next generation? How do you answer that?
Well, first of all, let's remember Social Security and Medicare are not welfare programs. Everybody that gets those benefits has paid into those programs over years and years and years. And so that makes it a lot different from these welfare programs where people hadn't paid any money into it. So as people have paid their money into it over their careers, and as they've made their plans for their retirement based on it, we need to make sure that they're there for them so that there's not some change in those benefits that hurts a senior that's paid into the program. So I think it's incumbent upon the Congress to do what we need to do to make sure that those plans are financially sound and that they'll be there for years to come. Now, the good news is that people are living longer and living higher quality of lives longer. That's great. That's one of the great benefits of modern medical technology, et cetera. But as we live longer, it's costing the program more money. So when we think about the younger generation coming up, not the people who are presently in the program or who are near to being in the program, when we think about the younger generation, we're going to have to make some alterations in light of the fact that everybody's living longer so that those programs will be there for the younger generation. So I feel confident we can do that and keep Social Security and Medicare going for this generation, the next generation, and for generations to come.
Another issue I know our seniors talk a lot about is about Obamacare, and they seem to not be immune from some of these rate increases and serious negative impacts.
That's right. The problem when they passed this Obamacare program was that people didn't understand that was in it, and so they put some things in there that have negatively impacted senior citizens, which I think is just terrible. Here's a law that's supposed to be helping the people who are uninsured, and we hurt people that have health care through Medicare or through other sources in addition to Medicare while we're supposedly helping other people that don't have insurance. Well, that's really backward thinking, I think, and so that's one of the reasons we need to repeal this law and replace it with something that empowers health care consumers in America, and many older people are pretty big consumers of health care. Let's empower them. Let's not take their power away and give it to some big federal government bureaucracy that just simply drives up the cost on the rest of us.
Well, Congressman, I think we're about out of time, but what's your final message this week for our nation's seniors?
We appreciate what you've done in your lives, contributed to our country, whether you served in the military or whether you've not served in the military. So you deserve a good life in your senior years. Please enjoy them and let us know what we can do to help you in our office for the 1st Congressional District.
You have been listening to an update from Washington with Congressman Bradley Byrne. Congressman Byrne encourages you to contact him with any comments or questions. You can email him online at byrne.house.gov or find him on Facebook under U.S. Representative Bradley Byrne. Stay tuned to this station next week for another timely report from our nation's capital. This broadcast has been pre-recorded.